And we're live. Sorry about being late, folks. I had to sync up some stuff, get some extra things. Um, 1 Inch Biceps wants to join us, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the chat the invite. 1 inch and only 1 inch. Jump on it. Some of you may have noticed yesterday, I had a video up talking about my new book, the Ultimate Intellivision Amico Guidebook. Unfortunately, I had to take that video down because I had some misinformation in that video. The description of the book was incorrect. I had to update it, and Amazon didn't update, and I didn't notice it. So we're going to talk about the book real quick.
Congratulations, Tony.
That's not
Yeah.
That's what, There we go.
Is it true you have the alchemical formula in that book to spin straw into gold?
No.
Is it true you've sold more physical copies of your book than Tommy has of the Amico?
Technically, I guess that would be true. What up, 1 Inch Bicep?
Hello, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's good
Wondering why
speaking
this
to
is-
everybody.
Here we go.
Hey, what's
Our
up?
Yo. The panel
I
gets
actually bought a book.
one. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I bought one of Tony's books. I went on there as soon as I seen he posted, and I was like, I have to own this piece of Intellivision
Piece of-
history.
I was thinking the same thing.
Mhm,
I contemplated it, but I had Christmas presents to buy, and I'm broke.
I mean, I'm sorry, dude. We're buds, but I'm not buying your book.
Amico Day is asking, is it all blank pages? Technically, no. 25 of the 26 pages say placeholder page.
I mean, that's...
As you can see from the description of the book here, it says, this is a satirical book as 0 games have been released and the console is still not out. Okay, so you know what you're getting off the bat. It is $5. I do not get all $5. Amazon takes a cut. I get like 80 cents at every book.
Yeah.
I kept
Them
it at
fuckers
$5.
take a hefty cut.
Yeah. Apparently, if you're in Europe, you're going to spend more on shipping than the actual book.
Now, do they offer whatchamacallit with your book or no?
What's that?
Prime? Do they get free shipping with Prime?
I'm not sure.
See, I'm a Prime member, so they told me that my book will be delivered after Christmas. So that's when I'm looking forward to it. But Tony, I do have to confess to you though that I actually didn't pay for the book. I used my Amex points to purchase your book.
Ooh.
So I'm getting it for free.
Yeah, but that's just as good. It doesn't matter.
I think it is. I don't know how it equates to Tony and his wallet, but I think it works out.
He still gets the 85 cents. He's good.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Okay. Excellent. What can 85 cents get you nowadays?
On PlayStation, I just bought a 49 cents game, Aces of the Luftwaffe. So 85 cents can give me a couple of good games.
Well, in about a year, it might give him a share of Intellivision Entertainment stock.
I don't know about that though. In a year, they're supposed to have Earthworm Jim out.
I'm coming with the sick burns today, guys.
Christmas isn't Friday. Come on, guys. Let's be nice.
Santa's got his big old sack of jokes with him.
But as you can see, it is $5. It is a piece of gaming history. I mean, this will go down in history as either the worst console launch ever or the biggest turnaround Cinderella story in the history of gaming, as Amico succeeds and becomes the #1 and only console available going forward. It's going to be like Demolition Man with Taco Bell, except for the Amico is going to win the console wars.
Oh my goodness.
Tony, can you remind me what's the name of Pat's books?
Pat's book is the ultimate Nintendo guidebook.
Yeah, I've got one sitting up here on my shelf. It's the Ultimate Nintendo Guidebook. I can't hardly read it from here, but I
Okay,
got the
okay.
Nintendo one.
I just
Gifted
wondering.
it to me.
The ultimate Nintendo dickhead book.
So,
Is that what it says? I didn't see that. Oh.
So, like I said, this is just for souvenir purposes, just for like a keepsake to be a part of it. It has the picture of the shell signed by me
Mm-hmm.
and some people from Intellivision. I don't know, some people. The
That-
important signature is mine. It's the one,
That's not going to be good enough for me though, Tony. I'm going to have to meet you in person, like you teased on your YouTube page. You said you're going to have some public signings, so I'm
public
going to
book
have to
signing.
go out and get my book signed by Tony.
No.
All right.
This is just some next level trolling going on right now.
I mean,
read this real quick, Carl. I want to read this review from
Okay.
Tommy T. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm not sure who this is, but it says, "Woo! Finally, a guidebook for the only home gaming system for everyone. Any book talking about the Amico and its super cool founder is A-OK in my book. My friend John said it best. Tommy, any press is good press. You know what I told him? Boom, baby! If this book sells one more Amico, it's doing more than that dolt over at Atari Age is. I want to tell you more, but Miyamoto is calling."
Hey, I'll tell you what, Tony. You know who it sounds like? It sounds like the dude that does show up on the end of Pat's videos that calls in.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
I hope it is fake real Tommy or real fake Tommy, however you want to call him. But that's all I wanted to share about the book. It is available, $5. We are getting a bunch of bots in the chat for some reason.
Oh.
But now we're on to more important things. Actual Intellivision Amico news. I don't know if you guys have seen, but there was a new, I don't want to call it a deep dive. It was more of a teaser as the Amico had a UI reveal. Did you guys happen to catch that today?
I just
No, it's I've been my war with Skyrim has been keeping me trying to get the stupid thing to work.
Yeah, it was more like 5 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
No.
But was it that bad?
It was.
I don't know if it was that bad. I mean, I was curious to see what the thing looked like, but
I was curious myself, but only because we've seen the UI twice already. I was curious to see what was exactly different.
So this is the final one? This is the final one?
No, actually, in the video, he says it's not final. They're still
Oh,
working.
my goodness.
Oh my god.
like I said, 5 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
It may not even look like this by the time it comes out. So you never know what you're going to get.
I mean, here's a question. Here's a question. Would you rather buy an autographed copy of Mein Kampf or the Amico?
Oh, why is it always Mein Kampf?
We're getting canceled.
I mean, you know, they're kind of perpetually equal in awfulness. What can I say?
I'd rather buy a samurai sword with Randy Jackson's autograph on it.
Carl, you seem to be a Hitler fan. I have a movie that you need to watch, my man. You need to go out of your way and see a movie called Hard Rock Zombies.
Hard Rock Zombies, huh?
It may have an appearance of Hitler.
I have an appreciation of World War II because it shaped our world and everything that's within.
Yeah. Well, my grandfather he fought on D-Day, so he was in the war. So,
I have appreciation of the people who fought for us, who defeated guys like him.
You know who's my hero, a personal hero of mine from World War II? The guy who killed Hitler.
No. See, I rest my case. Thank you.
Oh, that's not good, Tony. I see what you're doing with that. That's not good, Tony.
Sneaky.
I'm not sure I should have came on this channel tonight.
We're getting spicy early because on Saturday is going to be a nice wholesome stream.
We got to get it out.
Yeah. But anyway, as you can see on the screen, we have the Amico UI. We're not going to watch the whole video. It's only 6 minutes, but we're not going to watch all. There's just particular moments in the video that we're gonna highlight. First off, as you can see, it is a nice little mini TV within your TV. It's got lots of balls.
This looks super tacky. Super tacky. Holy crap.
At a weird angle for some reason.
Well, I think they're going to edit out the super tacky parts by the time the final.
Oh man!
Hopefully.
I just
So we'll
took
be
a
left
look.
with a black screen.
I just took a look and that thing looks awful.
Yeah, it does not look modern at all.
Honestly,
Man.
to me, it looks very PS Vita like. Like PS Vita
Yeah.
had a menu very similar. To
Kind of.
Okay, so
Yeah, I could see that. Especially the icons.
Would you pay for PS Vita or pay for this?
No, I love my Vita. No,
I pay for everything. Let's not look too closely into that, but
I mean, they're kind
I'll
of
buy everything.
they're kind of in the same boat right now. If you go and buy a PS Vita, you can't find any games for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're fine. I've only got a handful of Vita games.
the Vita was good,
I never
but they
got
didn't
one.
market it.
I always wanted one, but I never got one.
Yeah.
As you can see here on the screen, I don't know if the people can see it as good as I can see it, but here in the bottom, this ball right here still says armor battle. So they still have not figured out what they want to call tank battle, battle tanks, tank.
Well, it can be called tank exclamation.
Well, they've been stepping on too many toes, so I think they really gotta sift through all the tank games so they don't get sued.
Somebody's going to pop out from somewhere, and they're like, "How dare you use my armor battle name? I have a trademark for years now."
Well, Armor Battle was the original Intellivision name for the game.
Oh my goodness, it probably was. I know. Wasn't there like Space Armada and then?
There's a bunch, but that was the original. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, and this page here is the store page. The store is the same interface as the regular. There's no separate button.
Yeah, nothing
to go
different.
To the store.
Ew, I hate it.
What this means is all the games available on the Amico
Carl just says,
are on your screen at all times.
Right from the get-go.
Ew.
So even if you don't own a game, it still shows up in your UI interface. So children will be bugging you to buy the games because they're going to be there. Like, I want that game that's not working. But
Mom, I want to pay $5 for the glitch pack.
Now,
that's if kids are buying this console.
The best part about this, gentlemen, is Tommy goes through the ordering a game. There's no safety measures in place. If you put your credit card information in there, you just keep clicking through and it'll buy your game.
That's terrible.
It doesn't even look like a store. What? It's so bad. Okay.
So parental controls are.
Man. You know how people compare Amico games to Flash games?
I'm pretty sure Tommy would give you your money back if you called in and you're like, "Hey, my kid just bought like all your games and I didn't want to buy all those."
Okay, so the store looks like one of the microtransactions page of a mobile game.
Yeah, it does kind of.
Yeah, it does.
So I want to take your attention to two of the balls here. This one's Snafu. We haven't seen anything of it in a long time. Tommy said that there was a problem with the 4-player mode or something. They put it on hold. And then this ball underneath it, Back Talk Party. This is allegedly the 6th pack-in game.
By the way, Tony, they're planets.
They're planets.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah. He did say they're planets on the thing, but I prefer balls.
Planets don't line up like this, right?
I mean, yeah, balls kind
I
of.
mean,
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that till you said that, Tony. They're not even like, they're all off and wonky. That's terrible.
yeah, they do. They are balls.
They're balls.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so this is the settings. The settings menu. All the settings are gears. Hopefully, they.
For everybody's sake.
Yeah, the UX designer needs to be fired. Holy crap!
This is the same guy. This is the same guy who designed great games like Aladdin and Earthworm Jim.
Firing is too good for him.
This looks so generic. Oh my god!
But he's getting to my favorite part. Is we're almost to the favorites. This is the best part. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love it.
He needs to be chucked into a pit of starving cats.
All right. Well, I want to direct your attention to something here.
All right.
You got a help in the settings. It's got your help and facts.
Hold on. Help the person playing it, or help Tommy?
Help Tommy, of course.
I think it's to help the person playing it. Now I got to rewind it because you screwed me up there. So help and facts. All right, come on, give me the redeem. All right, this one right here. It says redeem gift cards and enter codes here. Anybody want to tell me what's wrong with that?
Why is it in settings?
No, why is it there at all? That's what he's saying. Why is it there at all?
No.
Because of the NFC, because of the way the cards work, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Tommy was saying that entering codes was too difficult, and his system was going to be simpler. We don't have to enter codes.
You just tap it.
That's what that's what Tony was talking about.
Redeem gift cards and enter codes here. It could still be that because obviously the picture shows that. Maybe they just weren't on the same page and they put the text there, which doesn't make any sense.
Let me throw out
RFID goes bonkers.
Let me throw out a theory here. Maybe you activate that and then you use your card, you tap it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're probably going to have to push the redeem, tap your card, and then maybe have to enter the code that's on the back of the card.
That would be awful.
I thought that's only if it's registered to another console, like if you sell your physical copy.
Oh, that's a good point.
And the person who has the second, who's getting the copy, whenever they tap it, it's going to ask for your code. I believe that's what it was for.
But then again, it still doesn't make any sense, right? It should know that. Yeah. It's still stupid if you ask me.
Well, if the first person took the console offline, it wouldn't, it wouldn't be able to transfer, would it?
I'm betting there will never be a second person.
Oh, jeez.
I'm betting that all of that is just talk, and that they really didn't waste time implementing it. Who's really stealing the games? Come on.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Who wants the games?
All right, and here, this is the weirdest thing here: the power button.
Oh no, it gets worse.
Well, because most modern consoles, you just push the home button, and then it brings up the little screen so you can power off. You actually have to go into the settings to power off the console.
Maybe that's a power management for the lights or something, like how bright.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The lights has a lights button here.
Oh, the lights button.
Maybe like a sleep mode. If that has that, I don't know.
Maybe it does have a sleep mode.
As you can see here, you get messages from Amico in your info box.
Oh my!
So Tommy's going to be sending you emails to buy more.
Why is it under settings though? Like it just seems so convoluted. Like you got to go through all these different tabs. Like
Where Tommy Tallarico will personally send you his favorite videos from Pornhub.
Wonder what selections
Right
you'll
here,
have.
the lights will change the color and pattern of your console lights.
That's all the system messes with the light. If that's the only thing that the lights work for, that would be the biggest gut punch ever.
Well, I don't understand why lights should be in their system on a normal console. Things like the internet connectivity, the lights, the info box would all be under the system. You would hit it, and then it would give you options.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me.
They didn't need a whole section for it. If that's what you're trying to say.
That is.
You got settings, and then you got system settings, but then you got. I mean, it's weird.
Terrible UI design.
I couldn't. Let me slow this down. We can get it, capture it in all of its glory.
Are we just hating too much, or are we being fair here?
I think this is genuinely bad. Like, this needs to be revamped hard.
Let's see right here. Turn off, restart, or put Amico to sleep here. You have to go into the settings to go to the power. Turn it off, restart it.
Wait, whoa. You mean to tell me these fancy ass controllers can't power down the system?
Wow, you know what? You know which controllers can do that, though? The Switch controller, the Xbox, the PlayStation 5 and 4.
The Atari VCS.
Okay, but here's the thing though. As long as there's like a whole, like if you hold it down for 5 seconds, I mean they kind of all similarly do the same thing. But if it doesn't like take you straight to that to hit it, because all it does is like all you have to do on like Xbox is hold it down for 5 seconds and then flick up once. Yeah, I can do it like blindfolded. It's so easy. So if it's like that, then okay, I'll give them a pass on that one. But if you literally have to go through all the clicks down to get to settings and then go to system and hit that's retarded. That's ridiculous.
Oh man.
And of course the language settings. He only showed this part. He didn't show all of them. I'm guessing this is Spanish Catalonia. I guess there'd be other Spanishes down there.
Are they offering this in Japan?
No, not off the bat, from my understanding.
I want to set my Amico to extra swear.
Right, so as you can see, when you go to pay stuff, it'll just take you to select payment method and then put it back on regular speed. You go to payment, you go hit credit card. It's already saved. You just hit next. No parental controls. Make purchase. And you bought it. So
that
children will be buying games.
That sounds terrible.
So I thought the shop wasn't confirmed yet. So is this the first time they're confirming that the shop is ready to go?
I think it's the first mention they've really made of it.
Or are they just kind of trying to like blow smoke up people's asses here? That this is what the shop will do when it is readily available.
Gary, are you saying they're pissing down people's backs and telling them it's raining?
I think
be.
Gary's implying that there might be some chicanery going around.
Yeah. Maybe just a little bit.
Well, the game does load pretty fast. I know Finnegan Fox is one of the bigger games, so I will say that it did download pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was quick.
Already on there.
And what was this? Did it say the size of the file?
It did not.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's got to be the same as the Switch file.
I think the Atari VCS, though, when you're talking about purchasing a game, it just takes you right through and you purchase it, but you have a sign-in before like you can get into that account. So I don't know if they're going to set it up like that or not, or if they're even going to have accounts. I don't know.
What was the word for today, Tony? What was that word again?
Ugly.
All right, so anyone want to tell me what's wrong with this screen right here?
Okay,
There
I
is
need
no
you.
A button.
Yeah, that's right. One of the devices. There's no A button. Why
Man.
does it say press A?
And it's almost like they're pulling another Star Fox thing here, because it almost like makes me feel like you're playing it on the Xbox, right?
Yeah, because A is green, isn't it?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And they are quick to get off the screen. It flashes for half a second. Just
Oh, Tony with the good eye.
No, I
I mean,
noticed
it
it.
does-
I noticed it too. It was off. Yeah, it's off.
I mean, it does look good, but that's not what the point.
In fact, have they even labeled any of their buttons on their controllers?
no. He said that their buttons don't have labels.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
god. Oh my
Where the
god.
Amico goes, it doesn't need labels.
Yeah, because
Ugh.
you have the screen is one button, so that would just be touch screen. There's two on the top, and the two on the bottom are identical because you can flip it either way. So there's no labels, just left button, right button, and then you flip it over. It's left button, right
Well,
button.
well,
that's
who needs it? Who needs labels when every button does the same thing?
It's true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
Beefy says that on the phone app, when they showed the phone app, one button was blue and one was red.
Oh, red pill, blue pill.
Well, folks, welcome to the roast of the Amico.
So as you
Does
can
that
see,
mean
this is the UI? All right. This is what they
Does
have
that mean when you
currently.
press the Sorry, go on.
Now, I was just gonna say this is what they have currently. I'm gonna show you where we've been with the UI because we have seen glimpses of it. Remember, they said this took them a year. They've been working on this for over a year.
Why the futuristic?
Awful.
Why like the '60s futuristic TV is what I want to know.
I
Like,
think that's to attract the old ladies in the in the old folks home. And they're like, look, that TV looks like mine.
I think they're called Predicta.
the grandmas getting their hair done in them big.
You know, probably anybody who actually watched televisions like that isn't alive right now. I mean, like that actually had those televisions.
Yeah, my great grandma had a TV like that.
Really? Okay. Oh, I apologize. I'm wrong then.
Yeah, but she's no longer with us. So.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. They're probably not even around anymore.
So here's the thing. There is a reason why this TV, the mini TV, looks like that. And we're gonna find out because we always dig deep on this channel. But this is you'll notice if you watch the video, the TV sort of bounces up and down.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that. We're going to discover the reason for why the TV looks like that and why it bounces up and down. But in order to do that, we have to go back. We have to go back in time.
All the way back to the past.
Right, we're going to take a look at the UI from February.
February. Oh my goodness.
This is the February UI.
I'm starting to think the Amico is just one big like Mandela effect hoax on us.
It is.
I don't know.
When he played Finnegan Fox, it was briefly shown. The light reflecting on the TV is not mine. It is the way the video was shot. So I apologize for that. But as you can see, we still got the large TV, but there is a sort of funnel on the top of this TV.
Mm-hmm. That's where your brain. That's where all your That's where your knowledge goes into, and it sucks the. See?
No.
Sorry, working on me.
That's where the balls go. The balls go in this hole.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Do you throw them in there?
No, because you see, what we're looking at is remnants of the original version of the UI, which we will now take a look at.
His balls go in his hole. Then is what you're saying.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
How fitting is it that I picked the name Santa's sack today?
Now this right here to me is actually a little bit cleaner of a UI. As you can see, you have the shop icon, you have the settings icon, and you got the running man icon.
Yeah.
That looks much better, in my opinion.
But as you
Not
can
great,
see,
but better.
this TV has legs that have little propellants. That's
And
why
then
it's bouncing up and down.
Did the arm grab the ball and then throw it into the top
Yes.
portion?
But it also has depth as well. Like it has a little bit more depth in the background.
So
BP says that's loading a game. If you notice though, there's something you might notice on the screen, something that looks a little out of place.
Yeah, to the side, that bar.
Yeah.
That actually says Android interface.
Mm.
So
Yeah, we got the shop icon and the what is that, like the disc above that, or?
So you see, some people were thinking that this was actually like an Android TV splash screen modified to sort of make it look like a UI, but it's not really a UI. But we're actually going to see it in action. We're going to play the video, see what's going on here. See, that's why the thing's bouncing up and down. It grabs the ball and puts it on the little thing.
You know, in some countries, this could be constituted as going against the Geneva Convention for grounds of cruel and inhumane punishment.
It's not that inhumane, Carl, making you watch that. So really, the UI, for some reason, he said he's been working on it for a year, but the console was supposed to release October 10, 2020. So shouldn't it have been finalized over a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
You said it, not me.
I mean, it's been in development for the system's been in development for what now, 3 years? So technically, haven't they been working on it for 3 years?
Tony, a fine piece of art is never completed. It is only abandoned.
Wise words.
Are you working for Intellivision?
I wish I was. It would be so much better than my normal job. I just sit and play Shark all day.
Yeah, they did have that TikTok video of the office tour where everyone was just playing video games all day.
Mm-hmm. And be like, I found another bug, and 5 minutes later, I found another one here.
I mean, what do they get paid? They get paid a lot, don't they? I know Gen X Gamer's always talking about that he pays his employees like a bunch of money.
Tommy claims every employee makes 6 figures.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man!
Just to play Shark.
Now, when you say figures, are we talking money or something else?
Yeah, Monopoly money.
No, 6 figures. They get Earthworm Jim toys. 6.
Why am I thinking of the song 16 Tons? I owed my soul to the company store.
No idea, Carl. No idea.
Johnny Cash does a good version of that.
Ooh, let's listen to that.
Well, not on this. We might get.
Well, yeah, obviously.
All right, so we did get an email from Intellivision today.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh boy.
Carl, why are you so negative all the time?
Is that everybody who pre-ordered?
He's mad because he didn't get the email.
Lord Rakin says Amico Prism. Yeah. It's still a possibility. That's the real concept.
You're not letting go of that one, are you?
No. Never going to let it go. If it doesn't come out, I'll come out with my own Amico prison.
But they already had it copyrighted, hadn't they?
Oh, they're trying to. It hasn't gone through.
Oh, it hasn't gone through. Okay.
I swear to God, my computer is running so slow today. I'm trying to get this email image up because I don't want to dox myself and show you my email and then have all you guys sending me dick pics.
Oh man.
I mean, I get enough already as it is. I don't need the extra, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Ooh,
You already get enough dick. Is that what you're saying?
things got uncomfortable.
Where the hell is this? I know I got a picture.
You're looking for the email that you got? The season greetings one?
The screenshot of the email.
Hey, what's up, Gen X?
Hey, what's up, Gen X? Yeah. Everyone's doing great. Except for 1 Inch Biceps. He wandered into a very uncomfortable discussion.
Oh, well, you know, it happens to me a lot.
Hey, it can't be any worse than what Jack said you were up to 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I didn't even listen to that show, so I'm not even sure what he said. So
all I know is I popped into that live stream. I was like, oh, I wonder where 1 Inch Biceps at. And then Jack's like, well, he's meeting some guy off of eBay. Getting ready to come down his chimney tonight. I was like, whoa, Jack.
That was not what I was doing.
It's getting a little spicy.
Fake news.
He's like, yeah, that's how they do it in West Virginia.
No.
That's my best Jackie Jones voice.
You gotta be more nasally. You gotta be like, you know, kind of like almost like Chewbacca a little bit, but
like one person in the chat knows what the hell we're talking about. Like,
probably,
Jackie Jones person.
Probably they want to hear about Amico. I apologize.
All right. So as you can see, or maybe not because the image is kind of small on your screen, but it says it's all about the plastics. As we progress and accomplish goals in the production phase of manufacturing, there's a production phase of manufacturing. I thought manufacturing is production, but whatever. We want to share one of our recent achievements while we continue to navigate our release date. Our pilot production plastics are in. We will use these plastics for the final verification of mass production tooling setup and processing. They will also be used in our initial run with our contract manufacturer, giving the manufacturing team an opportunity to validate various assembly and quality control processes in preparation for mass production. So they finally have the final plastics in.
Yeah,
So
Tommy's navigating this thing like the like George Clooney in The Perfect Storm.
Well, that wasn't a very good ending to that one. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So the shell that they have now isn't like the shell that you have could be like deviated from the actual final one that they actually put out. Like,
yeah, I believe the one I have was 3D printed.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Does it have like those little like pivots in it all throughout it? Like it's been.
No.
Well, it sure doesn't look like that from the pictures that the pictures I've seen and you've shown. It looks like an actual like molded shell, but I could be wrong. I mean, you got it, so.
Well, I know he was saying something about 3D printing out shells or molds or some shit.
I mean, you definitely be able to tell.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that from the pictures, though.
I'm tempted to open up my shell. I think that maybe one of the interns stuck a note inside the shell.
I mean, it does have a sheen to it, right? I mean, I don't think you can get that kind of a sheen with the with 3D printer.
What if they put like a glitter bomb inside of it? So like whenever you open it up, it just goes like glitter goes all over your room, and you're just like, oh no.
I'm gonna open it up and it's gonna say "Made in China."
When you took it out of the box, did you like bite down on it to check like what it may be made out of? You always see that in movies. They're always biting things to like
It's made out of
analyze
soap.
what it's made out of.
I had Sidekick Max open the box. I was like, you know what? Why don't you open this box and let me know?
You're a terrible father if you did that. That's awful.
He's young. He'll recover better.
He was worried about the anthrax.
Oh, jeez.
Does it smell like ricin in that box to you, Max?
You're like behind a glass and in your own little bubble, so you're protected from the anthrax.
Isaiah Israel says, anyone have any thoughts, theories on who Pat's inside source is and how he got in touch with him, her? I have some theories, but I will not divulge them. Doing so might alert the wrong people.
It's John Alvarado.
He was asking to speak with John. He was like, once this whole thing's all said and done, come and talk to me, John.
I think it's the mustache.
He does have he does have the dastardly mustache. So
the mustache
not
is
John.
talking? It's
just the mustache.
Oh, okay. Oh,
when
just
John
the
goes to
mustache.
sleep,
That makes more sense.
The mustache wanders off of his face and goes over and picks up the phone. He's like,
text him. Just text his Pat.
Oh, he texted him. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Well, this turned out to be a good show.
Yeah, so they're almost ready to begin mass production. They're getting closer every day.
I thought you were going to say mass suicide.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
A dark turn.
It's like that cult that believed they were going up to the spaceship and all that.
Yeah, the Heaven's Gate. I've said this
There
before.
You go. There you go.
All right, and then the last interesting piece of news was shared on Reddit. So they did a deep dive of Missile Command. I didn't actually watch it.
Nobody did.
Oh, I watched it.
They got 5,000 views. Somebody watched it.
I gave them
Tommy 5,000 times to check and see if anybody watched it.
You can like pay people in India to just like give you hits. Like you can have them like.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, you literally can watch your own video 1,000 times if you wanted to.
Yeah.
If you're insane.
Just keep hitting F5. Just keep refreshing.
Well,
interns.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah.
So as you can see, we got Missile Command here. Two things that are interesting about Missile Command. One, the original creator of Missile Command was very adamant that it was for defense only, that you should not be shooting missiles at other people's cities.
Oh.
Which is kind of odd considering the multiplayer mode of Missile Command is you shooting missiles at the other player's city.
Oh. That man's turning in his grave right now, isn't he?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh,
I believe there's a whole book about the history of Missile Command and the whole reason why Missile Command ends with the end. When you lose, it says the end because it's supposed to represent the end of mankind. You know, you've failed, mutually assured destruction. That's why there's no actual game over screen. It's the end screen. Because the guy was very anti nuclear war, anti-war, from my understanding.
I'm very pro nuclear war.
Oh, jeez.
I don't
Carl
know.
wants to live in Fallout, people. Now, the second interesting thing is the Missile Command logo. It's very plain, right?
Yes, very.
Right.
You just got Missile Command there. Nothing else. Seems like a lot of empty space. Almost as if it's missing something. Do you guys think it might be missing something?
I've never seen the logo to Missile Command before, so I'm going to let you fill in the blanks.
Come on, I always ask leading questions. You should just know. Like if I
Is
ask
it-
a question, it's not a real question.
Oh, I know
It's
you're
just-
leading to something. I just don't know what.
Is it a Star Trek logo? Maybe Star.
Well,
Star
this was the
Wars?
Missile Command screen that was shown off at one of the events. As you can see, there's 2 turrets in this screen.
Mm-hmm.
These turrets do not make a appearance during the Missile Command deep dive video. Now, I'm not saying that these are possibly borrowed assets.
Oh.
Well, I'll say it. They're borrowed assets.
But with the fact that Missile Command had to be moved in the rotation behind Shark, and with the quote-unquote placeholder graphics in Tank Battle, I think it's a good possibility that these particular graphics might have not been 100% Intellivision's.
Ooh.
Because like I said, it's very odd that you have it here during an event, but then during the deep dive, these particular graphics don't make any appearance.
Do you think he stole it from Robot Wars or something like that? Like he was watching that show and he took some frames from it. He's like, "Let's put
They
this to
kind of look
display."
like tanks, so it might be another like maybe something off of World of Tanks or something.
Tank.
Turret battle.
By the way, I want to make an interesting. I want to say something. It's interesting that the Reddit board called "Crappy Design" just popped up when we were talking about the Amico.
Did it?
Yeah, yes, it did.
Ocean Sword Run says, I don't know what you guys are sloping, but I call Game of the Year. Yeah. So really, that's all I had on this. I mean, there wasn't much to go over on these particular topics.
Yeah,
We didn't get to the best part.
What was the best part?
The favorite screen.
Oh, I skipped that. I think So back to the UI reveal. We'll rewind it a little. Every game is on your screen. What happens when you have a successful Amico and there's 150 games? It's just going to be balls everywhere. Just
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Works in
It's
certain means it works in certain videos. So
I mean, if you favorite all 100 games, hey, all 100 games are my favorite, it's going to end up being the same as your list of games.
it's like going to the Burger King and jumping right into the ball pit, swimming through the balls.
it just seems like there's going to be way too much. If it's successful, and there's a lot of games developed on the system, it seems it's going to be a very, very cluttered UI. If it's not successful, well, then you don't have to worry about it because you'll have all 12 games and you don't have to worry about adding any other balls. Ooh, Amico Day says in one video, Tommy said 150 games per year. Oof. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
My question is they showed that if you got the collector's edition, the physical editions, it has a number of which one you purchased. So you bought them in a lot. Is all of that lot going to be that same number? You know what I'm saying?
From my understanding, the number is assigned when you redeem it and the NFT is minted.
Ah, so like, okay. So like you got to be like the first person to redeem it to get like spot number 1 or whatever, or 2. I think Tommy said he's going to have number 1. So,
yeah, I'm sure Tommy's going to have the first 100.
Ah,
So then he could eBay them and try to make some of the money back.
So it doesn't even matter how quick you get your system and how quickly you redeem your card. You just can't have the top slot.
Well,
I want the top slot.
is
Have
it
you-
actually going to be worth anything additional? In all due reality,
Yeah, I don't know. Like if you go to sell it to somebody and be like, "This one is number 52 or something like that." I'm like, oh,
I mean, in theory, that's what they want, but these aren't going to work out. Nobody gives flying fudge about NFTs.
well, here's the thing:
Careful,
when it
careful.
comes to games like that, price is determined by rarity,
Mhm.
and if they're just pumping out, games and NFTs, it's kind of going to dilute the value. You think?
Very possible.
And then if it's so bad that no one buys it, the value is never really going to go up because no one's going to want to collect it. It's not going to be collectible.
Mm-hmm.
I know Gen X Gamer, he's probably in the chat pulling his hair out. NFTs are the fucking future, idiots.
Well, that's why I said be careful. But I haven't seen a mention yet in the chat from him. So
No, but
I'm sure it's coming.
I do know that NFTs will be important, but not everything. I don't think every NFT is
No,
gonna
it's
be
got to hit the
valuable.
right medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like baseball cards. Not every baseball card is worth money. You could go, well, there's only so many of this John Smith 1984 Yankee
John
player.
Smith was a hell of a player.
Be like, well, yeah, but no one is like, he's fucking nobody. It's not rare. It's not valuable. No,
Hey,
fucking,
it's priceless, Tony.
Mm-hmm. I went to a game and John Smith signed my hat. I was like, "Here, John Smith. Thank you, buddy."
but I'm just saying, like, with the flood of NFTs on the market in regards to Amico games, I don't think it's going to be worth that much.
Mhm. Well, that's kind of like that WADA thing, though, with like Super Mario Brothers 3. Like they were saying, like it was like worth so much. So that does make me think there is some shady business going on there. But,
Yeah, they're full of shit.
yeah, that Super Mario Brothers 3, that's like the highest produced like NES game ever. So there's bound to be a lot of sealed copies out there.
Yeah, with the WADA graded games, just like art, I think we're having what we're seeing is money laundering.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes, no doubt.
Ooh, that's interesting.
There he is. Jet X popped in. He says, I care about NFTs big time. Pat called me an a-hole because I disagree with him. Yeah.
Like I told BRS in the comment section, that is a conflict of interest right there between WADA and Heritage. So,
Oh yeah, it is. It's a huge.
Well, I will say that I do believe Pat does have some pretty thin skin. Like, and like he doesn't take criticism very well. So
no, I'd agree with that. I still like his content. I think I think he knows what he's talking about when it comes to video games. But yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, he does not take criticism well, and he does not cite his sources. He tries to take credit for all this stuff.
Oh, are you outing yourself there, Tony? Or have you been on the Pat hotline?
I've been on the payroll. No, there's a few videos that if you
have
watch,
Alvarado's mustache beat you out a few times.
I've been witness to it. He's mentioned our he was a Johnny come lately. That's for sure.
Uh-oh.
That thing is not a mustache. It's an eldritch. That's an eldritch horror.
but Pat, if you watch some of the early Pat videos, and then you look at some of the early videos from me or the written articles, it's 100% that Pat just took what I said and then reworded it for his content. Not that I'm hating on him. I mean, he did shout us out once.
It one time it's a coincidence. Multiple times it's not.
Yeah. Gen X says the most valuable ones are going to be from the big three when they eventually release.
I'd agree with that.
I think it all depends. I mean, if Sony makes NFTs, but they're for items, digital items in a game, I don't think they're going to be worth as much as an NFT for a game itself.
This NFT in games sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's stupid. But while I was doing the whole scalping the sports card thing, there was a guy that would wait in line with us, and he would spend $200 on these NFT digital packs and cards, and I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe there were people out there who are willing to do that, or willing to throw those online on like eBay and sell those, and there were actually people buying them for like decent amount of money. It was crazy. I don't think it's I don't think it's a big group, but
yeah. Gogo says, does the NFT number stay the same when transferred? Yeah. You transfer ownership of the NFT.
Yeah.
Ownership
yeah, it's
of
like
the receipt.
it's basically like having like a numbered sports card. You get like an autograph that's numbered to 100. Basically the same thing.
Extra Sanderson says a month ago, Pat was arguing that people play FPS use the D-pad to move and didn't believe Ian that both sticks are used. Yeah, I saw that. Pat's a little behind the curve sometimes.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That's kind of like that one video that what's his name? The guy you interviewed. I forget his name. I know it. It's just escaping.
Go for Killer.
Richards.
No. Larry. Larry.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a video where like somebody was like talking about how complicated it was in a game magazine that you have to use like both sticks to like to control a game, and this was like before like any game had that before. It's very, and it's pretty much how every game is controlled nowadays.
Yeah.
It was a very funny comment, but I know I didn't do it justice right there, so I apologize.
Yeah, Larry and Pat have their own little mini feud going on.
Why are they mad at each other? I don't know anything about that.
Larry, I guess he made a couple of jokes at Pat's expense, and Pat.
This is what I'm saying. He has very thin skin. I mean, it was probably pretty tame jokes too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Come on, Pat, lighten up.
Yeah, really. You can take a joke.
That is the kind of guy who calls people pussies or babies for not liking the Diablo mobile game.
That's not what happened. I'm sick and tired of people.
Oh, yes, it is. That's exactly word for word.
That's not what
I heard him. Okay, what did he say?
He was totally dropping the P word.
Here's what happened. He didn't say people were pussies for not liking the mobile game. He said people were pussies for booing the reveal of the mobile game.
Yeah, well, it's a bad reveal.
Yeah, it was.
It was a terrible reveal.
I'm just saying.
It's the same kind of statement, just different wording.
No, because one would be you're mad at the existence of the game, and the other is you're mad at the reveal of the game.
It's both in this case.
I'm going to have to agree with Tony on this one.
That the game existed. I think people were upset that the game existed and nothing from a like Diablo 4 existed.
Yeah.
They've done the same thing with like Capcom's done this shit with I think Breath of Fire.
And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think when people were upset, they were a little too upset. They revealed the game. They didn't reveal what you thought they were going to reveal. They didn't reveal what you wanted. But people went a little far, a little crazy.
Those people in the crowd were a little like harsh. Like
I would agree. Yeah, they were harsh because I mean, there's a lot of developers who put a lot of their time into making that game, and then people just boo it. I mean, that's pretty disheartening.
I mean,
it is what it is, boys.
They had to know that was going to happen, though. You know for a fact people wanted Diablo 4, and what happens? You present them with a Diablo mobile game. Of course, they're going to be mad. It's human nature.
Yeah, this is true.
I
I
don't
mean,
play
it wasn't
Diablo,
like they were
so, yeah.
hyping it up, though. I don't think they were hyping up the reveal. They just said we had a reveal.
Yeah, I think other people were hyping it up.
Yeah.
Well, expectations were high, and that always gets you. It always gets you.
Robo Blue says, "You do have a point, Tony. Always have a point. I remember when Square Enix canceled Rocket Slime 3 because people were mad about the lack of a Dragon Quest 7 localization." Yeah,
Wait, there was a Rocket Slime 3. Where the hell was Rocket Slime 2? Where am I? Where have I been?
I don't know where you've been, Santa, but there was. Like I said,
He's been on the North Pole.
The Diablo thing was a fiasco all the way around, but people they got a little too upset. It was like they weren't coming out with Diablo 4. You booing it, you getting upset and mad that they didn't, wasn't going to make it come out.
Yeah, it's not
Well, and
changing
people
anything.
knew it was happening, right? Like, wasn't the next year they revealed it, and it was just like a standard reveal. So it's like, I don't know why people got so upset over stuff like that. It just seems ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand and be like, oh, I was disappointed. I thought it was going to be 4. It was just a mobile game. I'm not going to play it. It's not my, But you're just like upset that they just, hey, we want to come out with this thing. You're like, no, fuck you. Give me the other thing. I don't want that thing.
I mean, assuming it's an April Fool's joke.
Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
Yeah. Oh,
and you know what? Carl was saying that they should have known better. I'm pretty sure they thought
they should have known better.
I'm pretty sure they thought what they were doing was good. Like, hey, they're gonna like this. They like Diablo. We're gonna give them a mobile Diablo. They're gonna fucking love it. And then they didn't love it.
That is not available on any console. Of course, they're gonna be mad about it. People, if they had put that on at least the consoles, people would have been so mad about it.
No, they still would have been mad. If the remnants
they would have been
mobile.
mad, but not as mad though. I mean, look at least Elder Scrolls Blade. No matter how you look at least it came to at least the Nintendo Switch.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the Amico goodness we have. I guess we'll open it up to the floor. Anybody in the chat got anything? Anyone on the panel? We got 22 people. We might as well entertain them with some.
We could do top 3s
content.
Does it have to be gaming related?
No,
no.
We're
really.
a channel.
Can we talk about people getting mad about the Hawkeye ending? Because that was just stupid.
Were people mad? What were people
No.
mad?
Yeah, some soft people mad.
Robo, you meant Rocket Slime 1 was on DS, and Rocket Slime 2 was the game you got. So not 3, 2.
1, 0.
So what were people mad about the ending? I'm sorry if this ruins it for you, Santa, but what were people?
Yeah, I guess this is a spoiler, but because I saw RJ was upset, and then I just saw this whole lot of comments from all these people on Twitter who were complaining about it. Like one guy said, "Oh, don't let the Hawkeye writers write Daredevil because they're gonna write a joke about him falling into a shelf or something, like a blind joke." And this is all because Kingpin gets shot at the ending of the episode, which is a fake out. But for some reason, people were losing their minds over this. They were like, "This is so disrespectful to the character," and they cucked him, or it's so stupid.
The dude gets hit by a fucking car and gets up.
I know.
Like nothing. He gets exploded. Like a fucking explosion goes off in front of him, and he still walks off.
Yeah,
I give you
people's main complaints. It just didn't make any sense because they were like, "Oh, like it quickly turned into they did like a shortcut for Echo's arc," and it was like, no, they didn't. Like the whole series has been like semi about her. Yes, it's about Hawkeye, but her arc is pretty simple in the comic, right? And there's obviously more stuff with her with Daredevil and Kingpin. So it's like we already know that there's a show about her. So I don't know why people were complaining. It was like to me, this is what it came across like. It was like people really love the Kingpin, and they don't want to see the character, you know, be disrespected or basically murked or beaten up. People were complaining, oh, he got beaten up by Kate Bishop so easily. Like how Spider-Man's gonna wipe the floor with him, and it was just like, yeah, it's so stupid. You know what I mean? Like these people
Did
just
they
want
watch
like
the same
this
show
is
that I
what
watched?
no, they did they just care about like fan service at this point.
But
That's
I'm
what it
saying is
seems
Kate
like.
Bishop literally didn't do anything to him. Like she tried and he just kept whooping her ass.
No, yeah, and he gets up and he walks away. Like I really don't understand.
He ripped the
Um,
car door off the fucking hinge.
yes, I know, but people were still complaining because he gets shot in the face, and
And
it's
we
like,
don't even know he gets
oh,
shot in
there's
the
no
face.
post credit thing. It
We
was
don't know he
literally
gets
in the
shot in the face.
comic. Well,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
it's in the comic.
in TV has there's like a trope in TV. If you don't see a body, that
Yeah,
means
where
the person's not dead.
they're not dead. Yeah, and it was pretty. I obviously, I mean, that should have been obvious to people. They slowly, tilt up, you know, from him getting shot. And on top of that, too, as I was saying, Echo shoots him in the comic and he goes blind and he gets surgery, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know why people were losing their mind over that one ending. Like people were saying, oh, it was so bad that it ruined the whole show for them. Like they're like, I can't watch it again, right? I mean, it was just so ridiculous that people were complaining about this. Like they didn't want the character to be infallible and get beaten up by other characters. Like, are you serious? You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point of the Kingpin. He's gonna come back, right? He's gonna get beat
Yeah.
up by whatever character, and he's gonna come back.
We first off, we don't know. We know he's the Kingpin. They call him the Kingpin, but we don't know
Mhm.
exactly the extent of the crime syndicates in the MCU. They haven't really delved into it.
No,
We don't
yeah.
know how much of the Daredevil series gets carried over into the MCU.
Mhm.
So there's that. Number two, we didn't see him die. We didn't see him get shot. She could have shot in the air, shot by his head, shot and threw the gun down, shot him in the chest, changed her mind. We have no idea until we see going forward. And the most important thing, I don't think Marvel paid Vincent D'Onofrio to make one appearance. Like, hey, we just want to fucking kill you off. Come back. He's like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah, but it
Sure,
just
I got
drives
nothing
me
better to do.
nuts. It just drives me nuts. Complain about like some of the dumbest shit. You know what I mean? Like this was so stupid to complain about, and it's almost like it's like you've been watching the MCU for 13 years, and you're literally crying about them shooting at your favorite character, and then saying, "Oh, he's definitely dead." Like, are you serious? Like the amount of people who were saying this, it was like, "Holy shit! Do you even watch these movies and shows?" No one stays dead. It's comic books, okay? Like we've
Right.
seen the Red Skull come back, right? There's already people talking about Iron Man and Black Widow coming back. Like, it's so stupid. It was so stupid to see that.
There's no way they bring out Vincent D'Onofrio to play the Kingpin again and just kill him off before a Daredevil series, before a Punisher series, before Echo series.
And this whole time, Tom Holland is saying, "I want to face the Kingpin." Like they're eventually going to do that as well at some point. So it's just insane that people are like, "Oh, they murked the character," and "Holy shit, he's dead," and "I can't believe what they did to him." And it's just like, are you serious? Like this is the whole point of storytelling. It's a setup for something else. Like,
yeah, that's just something you got to ignore. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's
like
really
why even get into the argument.
I really don't know why people are willing to die on that hill. Like you're gonna still watch it. You're still gonna like it. So why are you, why have all this like circle jerk tweeting? It was very bizarre.
So
But
that's
yeah.
the dude from Full Metal Jacket, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a great choice. I love him.
Oh yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah. I don't understand how these people could be upset. He came out and
I
he
don't
played
get
a
it.
great role. You know he's going to come back for more. I thought it was a great fucking episode. I even stayed and watched the fucking little bit of Rogers the musical at the end. I want more of that.
I skipped that. I was just like I can't. I'm not into musicals, so. And don't get me wrong, it was funny, but I'm like, I'm good.
Musical theater is the voice of a generation.
So no hitting Mamma Mia with Tommy Tallarico.
Mamma Mia.
Tommy's gonna be the Jersey Boys.
Oh boy.
No West Side Story.
Nah.
Hey, Tony, for one, I would like to publicly thank you for giving me your Amico gift. I know it's probably a lot of people are thinking, is this man insane? Why he wanted this? But I asked for the gift, and Tony was nice enough to give me his copy of all of the music from Tommy Tallarico's, and I did enjoy some of it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Rhea in the chat is talking about the another controversial thing that happened today that people are going to be pissed about. Michael Keaton being in Batgirl instead of Ben Affleck. I don't really personally care all that much. The writing was on the wall, but I am kind of shocked that they're going through with this Michael Keaton as the main Batman. I think it's kind of stupid. Makes zero sense.
Was it Michael Keaton the Batman before?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is going to be like a
80s.
This is supposed to be. Obviously, this is a rumor right now, but it is supposed to be like he's going to be like the Nick Fury of the DCEU, where he's going to be doing these characters. Yeah, so he's going to be an older mentor character. Which listen, it doesn't make any sense. Because what's his name is what's his name? J.K. Simmons is Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Right. That was confirmed. Right. He's in Batgirl. So it just doesn't. It just seems so convoluted. Like, why are you taking this other Batman from a different world, inserting him into the main DC timeline? You know what I mean? It just seems weird, really bizarre. And I think this is all because of the Batman and probably Ben Affleck not wanting to play Batman. That's kind of what it comes down to.
I thought the Flash movie was going to be like a Flashpoint or something.
Yeah, it is going to be like a Flashpoint, and so, like essentially, this is again a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. But what happens is at the end of that movie, Ben Affleck's Batman gets erased or dies or some sort, and Michael Keaton becomes the main Batman. Right, that's the rumor right now, and obviously, Batgirl. Him being in Batgirl kind of supports that rumor, right? We just don't know how it's all going to pan out.
Yeah. Michael Keaton, he killed it in the fucking as the Vulture.
Yep.
As that, what was it, Birdman or something? Like Tommy Amico says, that one movie.
Oh yeah, Birdman was amazing. Didn't he? He was nominated for best actor, wasn't he?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it had like one continuous shot.
Well, it's edited to look like a continuous shot.
When he's like running down the street within his underwear or whatever.
Yes, or well, the whole movie is shot from start to finish as if it was in one shot. It's very impressive. Like the editing is very seamless.
Yeah.
There is a movie that I've seen that's only shot in like 3 shots. It was Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. And,
yes.
There's only
That's a good movie.
like 3 shots in the whole, like, and they just follow it like a play throughout the whole thing. It's
Mhm.
very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Either
Yeah.
way, he's great. Ben Affleck, I wasn't really feeling his Batman anyway, to be honest.
Mm.
No,
I think he just really didn't get his chance, to be honest.
his
I think
movies
they
were
lean
crap.
too. Yeah, I think they lean too heavy into the Dark Knight Returns, which is not my favorite interpretation of Batman. Like Frank Miller Batman was not good in my opinion. Like it's very one else. Yeah, that's a hot take, but I'm more like Alan Moore, Scott Snyder kind of Batman, or
I'm
even
more of
Grant
an
Morrison.
Adam West kind of Batman.
Oh, I don't even really like any of the movie interpretations of Batman, to be honest. Like they're kind of
Give
like
me
hit and
Adam
miss.
West, Caesar Romero,
Adam
and
West.
Frank Gorshin, and I'm a happy man.
Oh boy.
Those are classic. I mean, if any true comic fan, if they're not a fan of the Adam West portrayal of Batman, then they just don't know what they're talking about.
Oh damn.
I've seen Adam West Batman, and he's not my favorite Batman.
Come on,
I mean-
Adam West Batman is indestructible. You could like chop his legs off, and it'd be like, it's a good thing I took that anti-leg chopping off pill 3 weeks ago.
I mean, the man had a shark attached to his leg, and he had shark
Yes.
repellent spray.
Yeah. Okay, that was pretty funny.
And he was trying to get rid of the bomb, and he's like, sometimes there's just not any place to get rid of a bomb.
The marching band.
Oh yeah, 1917 was also filmed as a one shot. That was a really good movie.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's very good.
Oh,
It almost feels like a video game, to be honest.
excellent.
Tommy Miko wants a live action movie of when Batman and Robin meet Scooby Doo.
Oh boy.
Like, would they have to put like peanut butter on the dogs, like
Ooh, I would
gums to
watch
make them
that.
talk?
Carl would watch that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the superhero in Scooby Doo's universe?
Oh, is there a superhero?
Was it
Batman
was it
and Robin.
No, wasn't it the Globetrotters?
No, like
Globetrotters.
No, the superheroes Batman and Robin they met the Scooby Gang in the cartoon series.
I think,
But it was
Cena.
they were in there, but it was like the Adam West and Burt Ward Batman, right? Batman and Robin. It was that like direct.
I would say they probably did do the voices for the ones that was on Scooby Doo, but I'm not 100% on that. I don't know. Because I'm sure they weren't like serious. Because Scooby Doo had a laugh track.
I think we actually got that DVD here.
Oh, excellent.
Come on. I'm talking about the greatest superhero team ever: Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Oh man.
Look at that.
I'm pretty big on the Tick. I always thought the Tick. I thought he was good.
Oh, live action Tick was good. The first live action Tick. The second one.
My favorite superhero of all time is the Phantom.
Oh.
Like Billy Zane Phantom?
Just the Phantom in general. I mean, the guy is immortal. Even though he's actually, it's actually just a hoax. I mean, you can trick people throughout history into believing that you can never die. That's a superpower.
Was that the dude with the skull ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple
I
costume.
remember having that skull ring back when I was a kid. I remember being like all about that, and that movie sucked.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either.
Right. It was
Orgasmo.
mediocre. Orgasmo. Trey Parker.
Yeah. So people are upset. I don't understand. It's funny that you would say that RJ and them are upset when RJ and them get upset that other people get upset.
I mean, RJ kind of changed his opinion halfway, so I'll give him that.
RJ gets upset because people are not upset. That's just the kind of person he is.
It was more so the other people who are just making like insane claims, like, oh, how they're gonna treat Daredevil like a joke. And I was like, oh boy, like you guys are fans of this stuff, but then all of a sudden you flip flop on what you like about it. It just seems very strange to me.
They don't want no comedy. They don't want no jokes. Everything's serious.
It's not even really that, but like they kind of just the nitpicking is very inconsistent. Is my problem, right? Like the MCU has done this time and time again with villains where they
why bitch about it now?
Yeah, right. It just doesn't make any sense. That's kind of my main concern.
Yeah, I will give you the inconsistency because I had to call out some people the other day because they were trying to claim that Spider-Man No Way Home proves that people don't want diverse movies. And I said, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The whole cast, besides Tom Holland and Marissa Tomei, are basically
race swap characters.
Right.
Like, isn't that woke? Isn't that what you told me that's woke?
And that's what I was saying about Dune, right? They absolutely love Dune, right? But it's like you do realize they race swap characters, right? Like, and gender swap characters as well. So it's like, isn't that woke, right? Like, just because they don't focus on it doesn't excuse it. Like, that's your own logic. That's what you guys set up, right?
Yeah,
so
Nick Fury, for example, was sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead, Kyle. Nick Fury.
Nick Fury was race swapped in the Ultimate Marvel universe. He was race swapped in the MCU. Remember that in the old days he used to be white. He
David
the guy who used
Yep.
The guy who used to be Two-Face, he was race swapped in the Batman movie.
Yeah,
and race swapped to get no, the first one, the one with the Joker.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. Yep.
Billy D. Williams played Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
And, Tommy Lee Jones.
Billy D.
Race swapping isn't that big of a deal, okay? It happens.
They just just their argument is so it's just so all over the place. You know what I mean? Like they hate it just for sake of hating it. But then, when a movie like Spider-Man comes along that everybody loves and it's breaking box office, then it doesn't apply. You know what I mean? It's just like, stay consistent.
These are the kind of people who will go around throwing out names, and the problem I have is the kind of names the language they use is ultimately very destructive. It's career destroying.
Well, here's the thing. I was arguing with somebody today. Somebody came into my video comments and was arguing with me about Spider-Man. They said, well, they didn't make a big deal about these race swaps. I said, the first movie, Homecoming, they pushed that. All the articles were talking about the great diversity in the movie. It was a selling point. It was a talking point from the director, from the cast. They made a huge deal. And also too, right? It's like people completely forgot. I know it's been like 4 years ago, but people were upset that MJ got race swapped. It wasn't that big of a deal, right? But these were the same people saying, "Oh, that's not MJ. She's not MJ," right? Like people even still say that to this day, right? Just because she's not Mary Jane, right? Well, here's what I was gonna say, Blinded. In my opinion, just based off of the reaction from Sony when it was initially announced that she was in the movie and people were complaining, I believe she was supposed to be Mary Jane. And I know in the new movie, they give her the last name Watson, so she's Michelle Jones Watson.
Yeah.
I believe she was always supposed to be Mary Jane, and then they chickened out at the end. Because in the first movie, in Homecoming, they used the name Michelle one time. And the character who says it is back to the screen.
Yeah.
So that means they could have easily edited out the dialogue and changed it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw that they kind of did chicken out a bit.
Stan Lee himself came out and was like, "Yeah, it's okay for a black Mary Jane," and They had all the guys coming out and say, "I don't understand why people are upset." There could be a Black Mary Jane and Zendaya can pull it off and blah blah blah. Why would you make a huge deal if she was never going to be Mary Jane?
Yeah, it just doesn't
It
make.
is for
And to
those
be honest, it was kind of a weird complaint. Like she could definitely look like Mary Jane. Like, okay, yeah, she's not fully white, right? She's mixed, but like I don't know. It was just such a weird thing to complain about. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm
The
not
only
too.
complaint I had was that she doesn't have red hair. Just give her the red hair.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I kind of see what they were trying to do, like, and I think they're going to still continue with this idea that, when she's in college, that's when we'll get the actual Mary Jane, the party girl, that kind of vibe. That's what it seems like they're setting up, especially if the ending of this movie.
Yeah, and the other thing that they were complaining, they were saying, well, I said, from my understanding, Marvel did have their fingers in the pie of this movie, right? It's not a complete Sony production. Kevin Feige is a producer on the movie. Marvel co-produced the movie.
They have a huge creative hand in this movie.
Right. I'm like, they don't just let Sony do whatever they want because he is involved in the MCU. That's why Doctor Strange was in the movie.
Yeah, Daredevil's in the movie. Sorry.
Because they're trying to push the narrative that this is a Sony. It's not connected to the MCU. Sony made the decisions. Marvel has. I'm like, no. I'm like, they even get money. I'm like, they have like a 25, somewhere between 25 and 50, because 50 was where they broke down in negotiations.
Yeah, so it's something like that. Yeah, they have a split between them. Sony makes the money, significant amount of money from it.
They just can't shit all over it.
Yeah. So even all the argument that, well, this is a Sony movie and it's not Marvel and Marvel's getting their comeuppance. No, Marvel's making money off of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Marvel helped write it, helped produce it, helped greenlight it.
It's going to help.
But I think it's even more like their argument breaks down even more because Marvel is the one that created it. Marvel is the one who's hired the writers, the director, everybody involved with this production.
Help push Doctor Strange here in a couple months.
Like to say, oh, it's yeah, exactly. Shang-Chi. It's the same creative team, so it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like,
and then to put Spider-Man up against Shang-Chi and be like, look how much more money it made. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
Like, this was a character that nobody knew versus the most popular superhero.
Beloved.
Exactly.
The most beloved, I'd say.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know if Spider-Man is the most beloved.
Yes,
he
is. Carl. This guy, his Spider-Man toys, right? The merchandise. Look up Spider-Man merchandise. It sells more than any superhero.
I mean,
if you take all the most Batman, Superman, the Avengers, combine them, they still don't even make as much as Spider-Man merchandise.
Carl, what started the Superman or the superhero fad? What is it now? 20 years ago?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
was massive.
Yeah,
Spider-Man. If you translate the gross count to now, it was a big movie at the time.
Yeah, but
it was massive.
Without Blade, you wouldn't have had the X-Men. Without the X-Men, you wouldn't have had the Spider-Man movie.
I mean, okay, fine.
He does have a valid point.
But I mean, in terms of kickstarting and making, like Spider-Man has a huge influence on the MCU.
But do you really? I mean, Blade's not really a superhero. I mean, it is. I mean, he's obviously a character, but he's not in that sense.
Let me
doesn't feel like a true superhero movie.
Let me translate it into something people can understand. The Model A. The automobile today couldn't be where it is today without the Model A or Model T. But it doesn't mean you'd want to drive a Model T or Model A around as it is.
I drive a Model T with the crank on the front. Hell yeah.
Without all the safety features? Okay. All right. Go for it.
It only goes like 10 miles an hour.
And if it wrecks, you're dead.
It goes 10 miles an hour. I can outrun it. It's not gonna kill me if it wrecks. It probably won't even hurt nobody. It'll hit something and just the whole fucking Model T will fall apart. Anything else? Anything happening in the world of wrestling? 1-inch biceps. I know that's your specialty.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff happening in the world of wrestling, but yeah, is it?
Is it
What-
interesting?
Well, the most interesting stuff I think you get from the world of wrestling is from the AEW camp because it's probably the most entertaining product that's out right now. But I will say, WWE SmackDown, they do got something with the Paul Heyman storyline and Roman Reigns. That's what's
Oh, criminy, that guy's still around.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, he's the head
No,
of the
Paul
table.
Heyman.
Oh, you
No,
don't like
Paul Heyman.
Oh.
Nobody likes Paul Heyman.
Oh, Paul Heyman was.
I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah. I mean, he made ECW.
I rest my
back in the day.
case. Thank you very much.
You aren't an ECW fan, Carl?
I just don't like Paul Heyman.
Man,
But
what
he-
the hell's all these bots today? Motherfucker.
Bots.
Oh, the bots. Oh, I don't know.
Who's sending bots to the channel? Stop it.
Mm.
I tried
Sorry.
watching EW a couple months ago, and it was boring as shit.
Which ECW? The original or
No, I
like-
said AEW. AEW.
Oh, AEW. Which
Yeah.
show were you watching? Were you watching Rampage or Dynamite?
I think it was Rampage. I watched them both. I watched the one and then the other. They were just boring. Like all the characters were just blending together. No one was
Yeah,
interesting.
you probably got to watch for a few weeks to kind of get a little invested in who everybody is and everything.
Probably.
So I mean, you know, I'm aware of who everybody is right now. But the last week on Wednesday, they had a match between Bryan Danielson and the Hangman Page, and it was like an hour match. And if you can watch that match and not enjoy it, then you're just not a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I'm not anymore. It's become too Hollywood.
Have you watched AEW, Gary?
I don't have cable, so unfortunately, I mean, I'd like to watch some of it and see what it's like now. Back when I did have cable a few years back. Now, but I think that was before the AEW, because the AEW is only what, like 5 years old now. Three, not even, right?
About
3.
3 or 4. Yeah,
3.
maybe 5.
Yeah. So when I watched it, it was like that was before that time, and I know I've heard a lot of good things, but I just can't bring myself to it, man. It's just not like the not with what we grew up with in the early 90s and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. So
But if I'm going
I
to put
gotta
my
get to this.
stamp
to
of
this
approval,
comment real
okay,
quick.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
Because damn it, Ninja Kitty says Tony has a thing with ladies with red hair. That dog. Ninja Kitty, I grew up on the Flintstones. Okay, the Flintstones. Scooby-Doo.
Wilma. Oh, yep,
Scooby-Doo
Wilma
had
and Wilma.
Every cartoon growing up in the 80s, all the hot chicks had red hair. What am I supposed to do?
The the
Probably a Poison
Flintstones is
Ivy fan,
why the Flintstones is why I cannot stand the guy from the Honeymooners who played Ralph Cramden. Yeah.
Cramden. Yeah.
hmm
Jackie Gleason.
Jackie can't stand Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Tony, are you
Because he
are
tried-
you a Lucy fan?
I am a Lucy fan.
Because that bastard tried to kill the Flintstones.
Well, they ripped him off, Carl. What was he supposed to do?
Yeah. They were ripping him off pretty hard. I mean, that show is basically a cartoon version of the Honeymooners
the courts
set
admitted
in
it.
prehistoric times.
The
Oh, did
courts
they?
basically said they're ripping you off, and we will fine in your favor, but then you're going to be the guy that killed the Flintstones. Do you want that? And he was like, well probably not.
That'd be the worst PR stunt in the world.
Yeah.
I
mean,
yeah, it wouldn't.
How could you not love Jackie Gleason? Have you seen the toy? He's fucking fantastic in the toy.
Mm.
I love that.
Oh
movie.
yeah, he is the dad in that, isn't he?
I've only seen him on Honeymooners, and I just don't like the Honeymooners.
A little
Yet,
unknown.
ironically, I do like the Flintstones.
Do you like the race swapped honeymooners?
No,
I haven't seen that.
No, it's got nothing to do with it being race
Cedric-
swapped.
Cedric the Entertainer and Mike Epps.
I mean, it's weird that I don't like the show, but I like the Flintstones.
It wasn't all that,
But not
bad.
by
I like
much.
Mike Epps.
But not by much.
I actually own one of the pinball machines that is featured in the toy.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have a Mars God of War machine in the back during one of Richard Pryor's scenes with the kid. And
Wow, who did you have to murder?
I went to Kentucky to buy it, so it was probably close to your stomping grounds there, Carl. But it was in where was it? Moorhead, Kentucky.
Yeah, sorry. Ooh, Moorhead. Yuck.
Isaiah Israel says Tommy might possibly be in talks in regards to partnering with the Flintstones. New chewable vitamins in every Amico.
No.
I mean, if he could pull that off, then
10 million strong and growing.
Tommy's a Flintstones kid.
The guy who wrote that actually wrote the Halo soundtrack. So
get the fuck out of here.
You didn't know that?
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
10 million wong
for the Flintstones vitamins. He wrote the Halo soundtrack.
Didn't you just want to get like a handful of those vitamins and just eat them when you're a kid?
Yeah, because they look like the little candies you get out of the quarter machine.
And they tasted good too.
Mm-hmm.
Chalky yet fruity.
I didn't like there was no Betty. There was no Betty.
Oh my! I thought it was Wilma that you were after.
Yeah, but I mean, why settle for one when you can have them both?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
There you go.
You know about the
like the
Flintstones sequel that they're making?
A third one?
No more Flintstone movies. No more Flintstones.
No, not a movie series.
Flintstone movies.
It's a series. Yeah.
A series could work now. And now
it's with the daughter.
Oh, with Pebbles.
Yeah.
Yes.
That could be interesting.
As long as they actually not like if they the problem with the movie was the corny dialogue or just I don't know the corny it was just corny in general. And the problem was like the first one was okay, but when they went and switched Rick Moranis for Baldwin was the worst fucking thing they could have done. He looked like he was.
I don't think it was their choice.
Well, Rick kind of retired. Just out.
Yeah. He looked like he was high the entire time he shot that movie.
He probably was.
Yeah.
Well, was Goodman even in the second one? Like I think John Goodman.
No, that was the dude from that movie. He had that sitcom on ABC.
Mark Eddy. Mark Eddy.
Yeah. He was okay. He was okay, but no, he was no John Goodman. And when they lost John Goodman, that was it. Yeah. I'll even say Rosie O'Donnell was pretty good as a Betty. I didn't mind her.
I think John Goodman kind of regretted making that, from what I've heard.
Rosie O'Donnell is not bad at everything, you know. It's
she had a pretty good.
She's a fat pig.
She had a pretty good.
Disgusting.
But she had a pretty good laugh. It was like she did okay.
I mean, okay, let's be honest. Donald Trump does himself look like a fat pig.
What the hell?
Misinformation. Rosie O'Donnell.
That's a comment he used on Rosie O'Donnell, remember? And I'm just saying he does himself look like a fat pig.
She's disgusting.
She's disgusting. She's a fat pig. Incorrect. You're wrong.
I know Stern used to call her Pumpkinhead before.
Oh, yeah.
So, but they've made up. They're on good terms now. So,
well, someone said to me, they said, "Tony, you're going to be the Howard Stern of YouTube podcasters." So that would make you guys my whack pack.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh,
Carl's Baba Booey.
So which one of you want to be my Robin?
I'm certainly not Frank Sinatra. I can't stand that guy.
Frank Sinatra.
I can't stand Frank Sinatra.
Are you thinking of Fred?
I don't know.
Well, Carl's not listening to any Christmas music this year.
I like Christmas music, just not the stuff by that song. You know that I like him, just not their versions.
Like, what'd he do? What Christmas song did he do?
Like if you look at some my Christmas special, I played
It's
acoustic
holiday season.
Christmas music was in the background. So
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
do
he's-
that one
yeah.
Christmas
he's
song.
done
Tommy
quite a
Amico
bit.
with the hot take. Frank Sinatra sucks.
Oh my.
Oh.
goodness.
he does.
Oh my goodness. I'm not
But
going to
it's
say
you-
anything bad about.
but it's
Frank
a- but it-
Sinatra.
Hey, that's a unique voice, though. You love him or hate him, that's a unique sound.
I was
Yeah.
more of a Bing Crosby fan, to be honest.
Come on,
And then you
Frank
got-
Sinatra in Guys and Dolls, and Nathan Detroit.
Never
That's how you
seen
tell me
it.
And then you got guys like Michael Bublé, like copying that style. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Louis Armstrong fan. Is that you, Santa Claus?
That was actually a pretty good impression.
Yeah,
That was
that was
hilarious.
really good.
Thank you.
I felt like I was there. Sing a Wonderful World now.
Does he sing a wonderful world?
Skies
All right. A little fat Albertish.
Rudolph the red nose.
Hey, baby, what's up?
Isn't it so
No, folks,
bizarre
none
how
of us
like
are drunk.
things in entertainment back in the day just doesn't exist nowadays? There is
How you
no,
mother truckers doing, baby?
there's no Louis Armstrong equivalent for today, you know?
Sean Kingston.
Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
Who's that? I don't know that guy. What does he do?
You never heard that?
He's a singer,
Nah.
songwriter.
Okay. I'm kind of out on music. I've checked out since the 90s.
You never heard "Beautiful Girls"?
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I think I have heard that song.
That old, like, it was like that. He like kind of brought that doo-wop, like hip hop doo-wop.
Yeah.
I guess
CeeLo
that's a
Green.
thing.
CeeLo
Mm.
Green might be.
Oh yeah, that.
Robo Blue says they should cast Carl for the Bill Cosby movie.
Oh, boy.
Baby. Those bitches set me up.
Yeah, I don't think they can bring back Bill for that one. So.
Those bitches set me up.
Well,
I
he's
just wanna hear
out now.
Carl
I
say-
guess technically they could bring him back for that movie. So.
Do the Cosby
Oh,
voice
man.
and ask them if they want to taste your pudding pop, Carl.
Do you want to taste of my vanilla pudding pop?
Oh,
We are canceled.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
race.
that-
I'm
that's
gonna
it.
race swap Bill Cosby. So you know, it's totally cool.
All right, I think we're winding down. We're getting a little spicy here.
Whew.
I'm not the one who made that comment.
I don't know. This might be our finest hour. This might be the best show ever.
oh,
So far, best show ever so far.
I'm playing Oblivion, and we're talking about stuff.
Well, all right, folks. That's all I think we got for today. Thank you for joining us, 1 Inch Biceps.
No
I
problem.
fulfilled my bucket list. I wanted to steal you away from Jackie Jones for at least one show.
It's just one show, but you know you can hear me normally on Tuesday nights now. On In Your Metal Mind.
Tuesday nights.
Yeah, thank you, Carl. Yes, Tuesday nights. We talk all the wrestling.
They talk all the wrestling
Mhm.
and then
And
some crazy stuff.
I have my own YouTube channel out there too, so it's not very popular, but I do make
You
my
don't
own
do that
videos
much.
at times. I know. It was very disheartening, like podcasting for like 15 years, and I'm like, yeah, I'll start my own YouTube channel, and then I'm like just like begging for people to subscribe.
Ah,
and it's
fuck!
like,
It
oh
didn't
my
work.
God. Yeah, exactly. I was like,
I know the
here I'm
struggle,
going to
bro.
be raking in the money, and it's like, oh,
no.
nothing. Rats.
I blame Tony.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
else
watched a few
does, so it's
videos.
okay.
I want to see more oven versus microwave.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you, Tony. That's one of my signatures. There is putting the oven against the microwave. I had White Castle burgers. What else did I do? Few of them pizzas. Yeah.
Did you do fish
Hungry
patties
Man
yet?
No, I haven't done that one. I might do that one just for you, Carl.
I've done it before. It is possible.
Okay.
You don't get the same quality, but it is possible.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I was shocked when I seen your channel, 1 Inch Biceps. I was like, how does he not have more subscribers? I mean, I would figure the entire In Your Head crew would be
You
over
would
there.
think, but apparently they hate me.
No.
That's 'cause you
You
took
could
that
get
time
White
off.
Cosby over there and do an interview with him.
Excuse
That's
me,
'cause,
young lady, but would you like a drink? I could mentor you on a few things.
And once again, we have derailed.
Okay, that's it. Okay. It's done. YouTube's gonna take this down. Oh man.
I think you gotta get
Look
President
this
Clinton.
bastard shirt, baby.
You gotta get President Clinton over on the channel, 1 Inch Biceps. He brings
Yeah, that would help out. That would help out.
Oh,
We
man.
have a President Clinton. It's the in your head President Clinton.
he
He's
does
not
a great voice.
Mhm,
Sounds just like him.
mhm.
All right, folks. You can check 1 Inch Biceps every Tuesday on In Your Head Wrestling Radio.
Thank you, Tony.
They're on YouTube, on the Facebooks.
Just do YouTube search for White Cosby.
Oh.
No,
I don't know if that will bring us up, but you could try it. We're on Spotify too, so yeah.
Yeah, they're old shows. They do lots of interviews with old wrestlers.
Had Shawn Michaels on, Goldberg, Gary Hart. Who else did they have on?
Fantastic show. Can't recommend it enough.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
And 1 Inch Biceps has his own channel where he does random stuff randomly throughout the year.
It's
And
very sporadic when I post videos. So.
You get to see what he looks like. Spoiler alert: he looks like the Boss Baby.
Oh.
There's actually a caller who dubbed me that. He said I looked like the Boss Baby. So, and God rest his soul. That was Jimmy Jam. He's passed away now. So he was a good dude.
Yeah. But I think we're out. We will have the big Christmas special. I do got some big big guests, some small guests, some medium-sized guests. Carl has a musical number on the special. We also have a musical guest in Tommy and the Amigos. They're doing a special Christmas song, and
Tommy and the
we're gonna
Amigos.
do a little album cover reveal on the show for Tommy and the Amigos. And we also got some special guests. We got Gen X Gamer, Days Gaming, Rambling Man, Saggy Melons.
Rambling Man. He's leading the Ku Klux Klan.
Whoa.
Vito's supposed to pop in for a video.
I love
Larry.
me some June Bias.
We got Justin Wang. He dropped a little bit of a video. Genovi. So we got some people. That'll keep you
Oh,
entertained.
that's cool. Cool. That sounds like quite a show there you got cooked up there, Tony.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest show from the smallest YouTuber you've ever seen.
Bam. But you're going to change that.
But you know how we do it here. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.